Hi, just a technique for getting pure topspin. So if you're struggling with getting just not about a particular grip, but just about the topspin itself and how topspin works, and the notion of getting spin to get the ball up and getting it down, and kind of the trajectory of a topspin shot. This is just kind of a technique to practice it. So I'm going to use kind of an extreme frontside grip, and I'm kind of just going to hit the ball with the backwards topspin. And so to get it up, I have to hit it. In order to get the ball up, I have to swing the racket really fast upwards, because it's only the topspin that's creating the forward motion on the ball, because of course the racket is going in the opposite direction. So I'm not sure how this would work if you're training in a court, but just against the wall, it's easy just to hit it a few meters in front of you. So I begin with a frontside forehand grip. I'll use a frontside semi-western. It just takes a while to get into the hang of things. So you can try using the rebound from the wall and use that energy to propel it back. So obviously these shots aren't very good, but I'm not worried about trying to get winners to get shots. I'm just focusing entirely on the topspin. I'm just getting as much topspin on the ball as I can possibly get. I'll use a 110-degree western grip. See that the racket swings backwards, but the racket face is kind of pointing upwards and diagonally forwards, and so that's what creates the forward motion in the ball. So I'll increase the angle of the racket, so it's still the racket face is pointing more kind of just slightly above the horizontal position. It's not as far upwards. It's not quite vertical, but just almost vertical. 135 degrees. The mid palm be on bevel 6. So the extreme western is almost easier because we're already doing a pure topspin motion. So if you're trying to even half attempt this in a real tennis court, to generate extra pace in the ball, you might have to hit it kind of low topspin, kind of hit a bit flatter on these kind of extreme grips. I'm not really too sure about these extreme grips on the front side forehand. I've never ever seen them used in a match, but they might have potential in a training session. Or of course, if you spent years studying these grips, I'm sure you could probably hit a few winners off them. Take a lot of practice though. So I'll use a semi-eastern frontside forehand, and I'll try and hit it kind of a low topspin. My arm was kind of going forward in the foreswing and immediately still on the contact point and immediately back on the backswing. Again, I leave it at that because it was very experimental. I didn't get any pace in the ball. It was purely just to practice that kind of topspin motion. So I suppose the counterintuitive thing about topspin as opposed to flat is that if you hit it very high, that doesn't mean it will go out. The higher you hit it on topspin, it might actually land shorter and shorter because the topspin brings it down more. And so that's kind of a counterintuitive motion with the topspin that takes some adjustment, and that's where experimenting with these type of tricks might come handy. So I'm kind of always doing these kind of just these kind of pure spins that aren't functional in a match, but just to get a hang of it. So like on the front side eastern grip, you hit the ball kind of downwards. You don't hit the ball downwards in a tennis court unless you're doing a volley at the net and you can't hit it or straight down. Besides that, just to practice the spins. Your subconscious should appear to be, because sometimes you can kind of mess up the spin on the normal ground stroke, and that just gives you kind of a perfect version of what a pure topspin or backspin shot should look like. Oh, I think that's enough messing around. I'll leave it at that. Thanks very much.